1. Hello, Centerville Mustang families. Thanks so much for attending our back to school night. I'm Walt Lewis, the proud principal of Centerville Junior High School. I usually like to start every meeting with our mission. So the mission of our school is to ensure that each student holds the skills needed to strategically problem solve and is prepared to contribute and thrive in the 21st century workforce. Each student's going to demonstrate mastery of Common Core standards through ongoing, authentic, and varying assessments, and ensuring this by means of real-world application and through a multifaceted system of support. That's what our hopes and dreams are for each of our students. Thanks to each of you for your support this year as we've been working through the challenges of construction and COVID protocols. You have each provided grace and patience as we deliver world-class instruction, and we've been managing the logistics of all the changes. We all know that children's beliefs and feelings are deeply impacted by what we, the adults they trust, exhibit to them. Now, even though the school is experiencing a lot of changes, being positive about these changes at home and helping your child problem solve is the best way to help them succeed. Although the start of the school year has been a challenge to our Mustangs, it's been a joy to see students interacting with faculty and staff. This year, our theme has been Mustangs, honoring our roots, embracing our future. That's a theme that the staff and I developed at the beginning of the school year, really in honor of focusing on the values and beliefs of our Mustang faculty, staff, and student body. Essentially, basically, we're working on the who of Centerville. We've always centered on the why, and right now we're working on the who we are as a staff, as a faculty, and as a school community. Teachers have spent a lot of these first few weeks working to ensure all students feel connected. Now, during our homeroom time right after lunch, teachers have utilized interactive getting to know you games. They've reviewed expectations. They've even toured the school. And we also use some of the time to have fun with each other. The teachers reviewed the HAB with students, including school rules. And our assistant principal during that time has reviewed organization skills. And also they've had some fun on a virtual escape room game, and that's planned for next week. All of this is to help our students feel connected to Centerville and to really enjoy school. Now, some students may have experienced anxiety restarting school, but already we're back in the full swing of the school year. And it's amazing to see students interacting during lunch, making new friends, playing sports and games together. Now I'm going to tell you, lunchtime is busy and noisy, but that's just the way we like it at junior high school. Now, we've always relied on a strong homeschool connection and truly value the powerful partnership between parents, teachers, staff members, and students. Each of us is a valuable member of the team to support the academic, social, emotional, and physical growth of all of our students. Only by working together can we build a strong foundation for each student to be successful. But I'd like to take a moment to introduce a few people that are integral part of our team and get to the root of who we are. To start with, we're going to talk with the Centerville counseling team. These dedicated professionals should be viewed as an amazing resource to you for the social, emotional health of our students. Our counselors are amazing academic counseling resources as well. And here to speak on behalf of the counseling department are Imelda Garcia, Rebecca Glaze, and Laura Schrank. Hey, counselors.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. Hi, Mustangs. Hello, Mustang parents. It's so great to see you. Welcome back. Can't believe we're already at back to school night and it's still August. I hope the year has started well for you. We have really enjoyed having our new 7th graders and advancing our last year's 7th graders up to 8th grade. It's been a great start of the year so far and really loving to meet all those new 7th grade kids. I am the 7th grade counselor, so I encourage your families to stop by, say hi. I'm in the game room at lunch. I'm in my office before and after school. We also have a Google Classroom Counseling Center, and on the website, there's a link tree so that you can get to our virtual counseling center, which has a lot of different resources for you, as well as our online counseling referral form. So if your student needs to see us, They can do that through the website. They can also follow our Instagram, and you're welcome to follow it as well at Centerville_Mustangs. And there's a link tree at the top. They can click on it for our online referral form. We would love, love, love to see your kids. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the academic supports that we offer at Centerville. Starting next week, or 2 weeks from now, the month of September, we are in all the math classes. We'll be going to every math class to do a college and career presentation for our students. We will talk with them about their 6-year plan, which college and career, I know it seems like you were literally in elementary yesterday, but from 7th grade to 12th grade is your 6-year plan to make sure that students have an idea and are prepared for what they want to do after they graduate from high school. The most important thing that we do in that, we do some college exploration, we look at some occupational programs, but really the most important thing that we do is talk about their math grade. Starting in 7th grade, students must earn a C minus in math both semesters on their semester report card to move on to the next math level. It's very important. So we tell them right away in September, because if that grade drops below a C, please talk to your teacher right away or come see us, the counselors, to support you. And in the accelerated math, that's a B and 82.5 to stay in the program. So we really want to make sure the kids know that while they still have time to maintain those high level grades. We also have a college and career parent night for the parents, and that is going to be Wednesday, January 25th at 6 p.m. It'll be on Zoom. So again, Wednesday, January 25th, we'll send out more information about it, but put it on your calendar. We'll talk about A to G requirements, math and science pathways, and we always do that right before you pick your classes for next year so that you can plan for your 6-year plan with your child. Also, just, parent to parent, I have a 7th grader this year too. It's really hard. And just remember, this is a learning opportunity. This is their first time having all these different classes, going to so many different rooms. Really, the focus for 7th and 8th grade is that they learn to be organized. They learn to communicate well. Let them practice remembering to write down their homework and do it themselves, and then double check to make sure they're getting it done. But they're going to make some mistakes. They're going to miss some things. That's okay. This is their learning experience. And our goal is that by 9th grade, they've got all of those skills down. With that, I'm going to pass the mic to our fabulous 8th grade counselor, Miss Imelda Garcia.
Thank you, Ms. Clays. Hello, everyone. I am Ms. Garcia. I'm the 8th grade counselor here. I'm really excited to be part of the Mustang family. And we'll just briefly wanted to show a quick video just to show our really positive welcome that we had for all students this year. It's a very short video, but I just wanted to show kind of our first assembly this year. I think it was great just to set the spirit and the year for all of our students. I think all of our students are really excited. Some of them are really nervous, as Ms. Glaze mentioned. Some of them are a little bit anxious, but counselors are here to support your student. And so I wanted to kind of briefly mention what we offer for all students. So we have all Monday through Thursday during lunch. It's a great opportunity for your student to meet other people, kind of start learning how to make friends, as well as our Mustang student store, which we have Fridays. And they kind of learn, the Mustang bucks that they earn by being positive, by interacting with other students. That's the money that they can spend to kind of have some prizes for themselves, some Centerville shirts and hats that we'll have in the future. But all of that is open to all of our students, which is really good to kind of get connected and kind of feel, like they're part of our school. We will also have quite a bit of presentations focused on social and emotional for all of our students, kind of how to regulate your emotions, communicate with your peers when you're feeling really overwhelmed. How can you make sure that you kind of center yourself, as well as our web club, which will be offering quite a bit of activities during lunch, just to, again, make sure that students feel like they're part of something and they feel connected to each other as well as the staff. I'll do one very quick share, because I did want to share what Ms. Glaze mentioned, our counseling department website. This will be a really great resource to see our contact information from Ms. Becca Glaze, myself, as well as Miss Laura down here, and then as well as our self-referral form. In case your student is interested in meeting with their counselor, they can fill out this quick Google form. We're very on it, very quick, and of course, you can always connect with us via our link tree, with our website, our Instagram, as well as the self-referral form. We'll definitely try to update it as much as we can. Before that, I'll just pass it off to our transition counselor, Ms. Laura.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ms. Garcia. So my name is Laura Schrenk. I am the transition counselor. So I do work part-time at Washington High School and at Centerville. So Washington High School is our feeder school. Most of your students will be attending Washington High School. And our goal here at Centerville is just to make sure that your students feeling confident about not only school, but about themselves, about making friends, about feeling integrated into the Fremont community. So when they do get here to Washington, that they're feeling excited and ready to go for school. When they get to high school, credits are really important. So we start talking about that right away at Centerville. And we talk about how to get involved in a club, sports. We really focus on the whole student and making sure that they're feeling good about being at school. I primarily focus on tier 2 and tier 3. So those are small group counseling or one-on-one counseling, but all of the counselors at Centerville will be doing that. But I specifically work with supporting students who maybe just need a little push over the hump to feeling good about the 9th grade. And 9th grade's a weird, awkward time. I mean, if we all remember being in the 9th grade, so needing a little extra push is totally normal and really okay. So sometimes we'll be doing social skills groups. Sometimes we'll be doing an academic group to help with figuring out what your GPA is, or getting organized for classes, or how to just pull those grades up a little bit. We might be doing a grief support group or a self-care group. So there'll be a lot of things going on our campus. And those, again, are smaller, more specific and targeted groups that we'll be doing. If you're interested in something like that, please feel free to reach out to us, but we will also be doing a lot of the reaching out to you when we talk about those small tier 2 and tier 3 things. So again, happy to be here with you Mustangs and excited when I see you all as Huskies. And again, please feel free to reach out if you ever need anything. Laura Schrenk over at Washington High School. Thank you.
Thank you to all of our counselors. We have an excellent counseling department, and I encourage you all to take full advantage of these wonderful professionals. All right, when it comes to social and emotional health, so we know certain things about students and that they do well when they are involved in school. So we love to encourage students to participate in all of our events, in clubs, in dances. Even soon, our teachers will hold in-class elections for our classroom representatives on ASB. You know, our Where Everybody Belongs leaders will continue to reach out to our 7th graders to help them navigate junior high school. And then they'll provide lunchtime activities and a lot of fun. But students can also participate in clubs during lunch and after school if they so choose. Now, in the past, we've had a debate club, a social justice club, Gay Straight Alliance, a Latinx club, a Black Student Union club, and we've also had and will continue to have a game room during lunch. We've also had many special interest clubs started by students as well, things like K-pop or chess or anime, and they're all lots of fun special interest subjects for students to participate. And these are always dependent on student interest, but students should expect these to start up again soon. Now, each day we start with a morning announcement with all of the information on how students can participate in any or all of these clubs. You know, we really love it when students show their Centerville spirit. We just can't keep that Centerville pride down. When these events come around, please encourage your children to participate and encourage them to get involved. Speaking of participation, did you know we have the strongest intramural program in the district? Here to speak about the program is Ray Gerke, a former teacher of Centerville and our director of our intramural sports program. Mr. Gerke?
Hello, I'm glad to be here tonight. And this is a great school. This is one of the oldest schools in the area. It's 164 years old. It's actually older than Washington High. We've had an intramural sports program since 1979, 43 years. And just before COVID, we had 20 sports, 600 students involved, 45 classes of activities. Unfortunately, with COVID, we toned down a little bit. Our main interest is to do activities for the students, but also safe activities. So our number of activities are not quite that, but we were one of the top ones in the state and also in the nation at that point. We have activities on Monday right after school track. Miss Velasquez was a head track coach at Mission High, and she runs a very good program Monday right after school. Then on Tuesday at lunchtime, we have dodgeball, and Mr. Davis does the dodgeball, and it's very fun. The kids bring their lunch to school that day. They eat in the corner of the gym, and then when they're done, they play, and they have a lot of fun that way. I forgot one sport on Monday night, and we've been doing this for 25 years, fencing. We have all the fencing equipment. Each student has $300 worth of equipment that he borrows. We clean it each year. And I have 2 instructors that have been working with me. They were former Centerville students, and they've been working with me for 16 years. We have a very strong fencing program. And then on Tuesday night, we have basketball. Now, this is an intramural program. This means it's within the school. It's only our students that participate. So it's not the school basketball team against Hopkins. This is to get ready for the school basketball team. And Coach Davis was head coach for many years, and he runs a very good program. And I recommend doing that to get ready for the basketball program. On Thursdays, Coach Davis does chess club in his office. And then I do team handball at night. For the people that don't know what team handball is, it's the second most popular sport in the world next to soccer. All countries play it. It's very inexpensive. You just need a ball, and it's reverse soccer. Instead of passing with your feet and shooting, you throw the ball into a net past the goalkeeper. It's very fast. In fact, I had some semi-professional players come down last Friday, and we did a demonstration in each class, and the kids got to try it 7th and 8th. Then on Fridays, we have badminton. And if you want an easy way to get into our web pages, we have signs on the gym, and you can go to the sign and take a photo after school so you don't get in trouble. A photo of the code on there, and you'll go right to our webpage, and then you can sign up. You're not totally in the class yet. The first day of class, you need to bring a check or cash, and then you will be officially in the class. And I want to welcome everybody to Centerville, and please participate, because some of the students, in fact, my fencing students, they weren't good athletes in other sports, and they found their activity, and they've been with me for 16 years. You can sign up for the intramural sports at the link in the chat. So do that, and that would be an easy way too. But we'd like to see you, your students come out and try this. This is for all boys and girls at Centerville. And we've had large classes, and we've had some of the top classes in the nation. So thank you, and have a good year at Centerville.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Gerke. Thank you so much, Mr. Gerke. So one of our most important partnerships in our school is between the Parent and Teacher Student Association. This group of dedicated individuals provides support to all Centerville students, and I encourage each of you to join our PTSA and get involved with our school community. Our PTSA has always been amazing in their support. They provided much needed technology, a portable backstop, classroom supplies, books for the library. If you really want to be a part of Centerville, make sure you're joining the PTSA, an organization supporting every student at Centerville. And here to speak on behalf of our PTSA is Stephanie Martinez, our PTSA president. Hello, Stephanie.
Hello, thank you, Mr. Lewis, for the introduction. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be here tonight, virtually that is, and have the opportunity to talk about Centerville PTSA and some of the wonderful ways that PTSA supports the students, teachers, and staff here at Centerville Junior High. Now, some of you may be asking, what is the PTSA or what does the PTSA do? Well, as Mr. Lewis stated earlier, actually, I believe I may have heard him state it. If not, the PTSA stands for Parent Teacher Student Association. And simply put, we are a separate organization of parent volunteers that help to advocate for all students here at Centerville. The PTSA helps parents, students, school staff, and the community work together to share ideas about programs and activities that benefit all students. We create a fun and safe environment for all at school through exciting events and programs, such as our school dances, straight A tea party, 8th grade activities, such as the barbecue and the dance, as well as funding teacher grants to help support special class projects and classroom meets. All of these programs and events are only made possible through membership and donations. The more members we have, the more we can do. Being a parent myself, I know that as our children grow older, they may need us a little less, but when it comes to their education, they will always benefit from us being actively involved. More than 30 years worth of research has proven that students do better when their parents are involved both at home and at school. Grades and test scores climb, self-esteem grows, schools improve. One of the simplest ways you can help your child succeed in school is to join the PTSA. Memberships are only $10 and anyone can join. We invite all parents, students, grandparents, friends, and family to sign up to become a member. I especially want to encourage our Centerville students to join. Don't forget, we are PTSA. The S stands for students, and we love when students get involved. Not to mention, joining the PTSA gives the students a chance to use their own voice to provide ideas and give input on what types of programs and events they want to see at their school. They will learn to advocate for themselves and their education. It's a great way to practice for the real world ahead of them. As I close, I want to remind everyone that our PTSA runs so smoothly and effectively because of the help and support of all of our members. If you've already signed up to become a member of Centerville PTSA, thank you so much. Your membership makes this all happen. Parents, you are so important to the school's success, and getting involved in PTSA is a key way you can support our school. You can join online by going to jointotem.com and searching for Centerville Junior High in the search bar. Or on the screen right now is a QR code. You can take your phone and scan it, and that'll bring you directly to the website. That's going to be the easiest way at this moment to do that. Also, there are membership forms in the office if you prefer to pay with check or cash. So you can just pick up the form, and that also has the QR code on there in the website if you'd like to access it that way as well. I'm always happy to answer any questions, either in person if you see me at school, or you can email me at, it's very simple, centervilleptsa@gmail.com. Our first association meeting of the year is coming up on September 21st at 6:30 p.m. More info will be sent out as the date approaches. Again, I'm always happy to answer any questions. And I wanted to mention really quickly a fun membership contest that we are having. So it's only running for a couple of weeks, but the homeroom class with the most PTSA memberships will get a pizza party, and second place will get an ice cream party. So get those memberships in, and really, you know, PTSA is kind of all about what you make it. So however involved you can get, whatever time allows for you and your schedule and your family, that's entirely up to you. We are completely flexible and just want you to join and be a part of all that we're doing here at Centerville. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our fabulous assistant principal, Mrs. Merrill Grimmer.
Hi, everybody. So quickly, I'm Mrs. Grimmer. I'm the assistant principal. So happy to meet all the 7th graders and see the 8th graders coming back. So many familiar faces. I have a little bit of housekeeping to do quickly. I know we don't have a lot of time until you start your back to school night, but just a couple things about COVID and the protocols. I want to make sure that you're keeping your student home if they don't feel well. Also, make sure you're sending them with a refillable water bottle. We have fabulous new water filling stations. Remind your students not to share food or water bottles. I see that often. If your student starts to feel ill at school, we're pretty good with seeing if is it anxiety or something else that's ongoing, but if it appears to be something that's not typical for the student, we will take their temperature and have you called or somebody on the emergency card just to make sure that they're home and not at school when they're feeling ill. Should anything happen or change, I know it's a very fluid thing right now, we will make sure to let you know. Currently, we are not requiring a negative COVID test to come back. We don't need evidence of it. We hope that your student has a negative test, but we don't need a picture of the test once the student's testing negative. Parking lot, construction. I know you can tell we're under construction, and in the loop is a lot right now, and it's really crowded, and we're going to have this fabulous new loop. But in the meantime, let me remind you to please be careful when you are dropping off on Fremont Boulevard. Please make sure that you're checking oncoming traffic. And then also in the loop. So the one lane closest to the school, that is the drop off and pick up lane, meaning you get in line and you wait for your student. To the left of that, the lane closest to Fremont Boulevard should be the exit where you picked up your student or dropped them off, and now it's time to exit onto Fremont Boulevard. We also highly recommend Sutton Loop. That is the loop behind the school. We do have a gate that enters the school from the backside. And then also, if you can just wait 5 or 10 minutes, the kids are super safe at school with us. Mr. Lewis and myself are always out there. And if you wait just 5-7 minutes, the loop is clear. So then you can just pull right up, pick up your kid and be on your way. Lastly, the year is already going by so quickly. Between September 12th, September 16th, teachers will be entering NOFs, and that means notice of failure. While we never like to get these as parents, it's really important that you see if your student is struggling so that we can intervene very quickly instead of waiting until the quarter grade. You will be getting those notices after September 16th. Once the teachers have entered them, you can get this information on Parent Portal, which is available on a web, an application on your phone, or also through the Parent Portal on the computer. If you're having a hard time accessing that, please check with Miss Marlene Martin, our awesome registrar. She will be able to help you get signed in. And I think that's it. Should you need anything, please email me any questions, mgrimmer@fustk12.net, and I will hand it back to you, Mr. Lewis.
Thank you, Ms. Grimmer. So just a couple of announcements before you head off to your sessions. Our back to school night presentations are going to start soon. I hope everybody got a schedule of what those presentations are going to be. You should have received emails with links to each of your presentations. Although we would love to keep the chat open and unmute button off in each of the sessions for questions and answers, because of the limited time, these sessions can't be interactive, not the way we've had them in the past on site. But if you should have a question, feel free to reach out to the teacher of the session you're in through email. And we really appreciate your understanding of this. So as we move to presentations this year, my advice to our entire school community, because of the COVID protocols that we're under and because of construction, is to be like a tree, stay grounded. I'm telling the students to connect with their roots and turn over a new leaf, try something new. Let's all be flexible and bend before we break. And let's all keep growing. At the beginning of the year here on campus, we're focusing on social emotional learning and getting to know each other as individuals. Our students excited to be back, and I am confident they will each continue to grow towards success. We welcome each of you as a Centerville Mustang. Thanks so much for your support and encouragement. Have a great night at back to school night, and good night. Thank you. Goodbye.